She is back and she is better than ever.
You set up work. After I let Joaquin go, he called up a mom, told me he owed him a favor. Said he put him on retainer.
Oh, well, I'm glad that Joaquin's happy. Did we get anything out of the ring? Terry has gone through the girls' cell phones. The numbers match the ones on the Craigslist ads, and lots of phone calls from Midtown hotels. Great. And another thing, all the girls had the same app for a car service quick ride.
Seen the signs. Drive for us, make $4 grand a month.
I bet they're making a lot more than that driving around app calls.
Please welcome Mariska Hargitay. I mentioned to the audience earlier that the first time I met you was at The View, and my son was a huge fan, Gabe, my little guy, of SVU. He had memorized the entire top of the show, and he was there. He came just as I took him out of school for this because he loves you, and you were so kind. You took a picture with him. She spent so much time with him, and I'll never forget it because it spoke so much about who you are as a person. You did not have children of your own at that point. And now you have 3, and he would gladly marry you if anything goes wrong. Anything goes wrong with the first marriage. But now, with 3 kids, how much is your character, Olivia, shaped you as a mom?
Oh, the character shaped me as a mom. You know, I think that I've sort of been in training to protect and serve, right? For going into my 16th year, and I feel like that's sort of what being a mom is, isn't it?
It is, exactly.
Protect and serve. Literally. So, yeah.
The show also brought you and your husband together.
It did.
Peter Wright. You described him as a dirtbag defense lawyer.
He hates when I describe him like that.
But you said the minute you saw him, you knew.
I did.
This is it.
Yeah. You know, it's so weird because people will talk about love at first sight, and I always thought that was a crock. But I think that a part of me knew that he was my guy, and luckily I think part of him felt the same way. So.
I was the same way with my husband Richard. I met him in Chicago. I was working there for CBS News. He walked into the bureau, and I thought, this is serious. I thought, this guy is a jerk. And then right after that, I am going to marry him. I mentioned Taylor Swift has a cat named after Olivia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you talk to her about this, right? You send her little tweets or whatever they are.
Well, you know, we have an online relationship.
Yes, you do. So tell me about it.
It's what the kids are doing.
Tell me about it. You put a collar around your neck.
I did. Well,
Yeah.
she named her kitty after me. It was the
Exactly.
least I could do. It was so funny. We were trying to think because it was so great. And she posted this tweet. I think it was in May or June. And I just wrapped the show, and we just had our 10-year anniversary of Joyful Heart, and there was so much going on. And I thought, if she's going to name her cat after me, I better come up with something good. So I needed a few months. But I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
I really did.
You have a lot of hashtags there, by the way.
Yeah.
I love the hashtags. I think it's a second career. I think it is with you.
If it doesn't work out as the sex cop thing, I think
You got a Walk of Fame. And next to your mom, Jane Mansfield, a wonderful actress. What was that like for you to receive? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It was, thank you so much. It was such a beautiful day and a surprisingly emotional one. It was a true marker in my life because it's sort of, you wake up and it doesn't even seem real. And, you're sort of forced to take inventory of what you've chosen for your life. And I think the best way to say it was, when you lose your mother at an early age.
3.5?
3.5.
Yeah.
And, so your whole life I was sort of trying to grasp at who she was, and I feel that she's guided me, and I felt on that day for some reason that she was truly with me in some beautiful and very healing and cathartic way.
Yeah, and I know that your dad taught you to not live in fear of life.
Yeah.
Just get up and embrace it.
Yes, he did. He was like, go for it.
And you have, baby.
I tried.
You have done that. I'll tell you. You know, because of your work with Law and Order, you've made it your life mission to help people who have suffered from abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault, or child abuse. And you started Joyful Heart Foundation 10 years ago now. I can't quite believe it. How far do you think we have come in terms of dealing with this problem as a country, and how far do we have to go?
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
And I think we have a very, very long way to go. And both of those things are exciting to me. You know, 10 years ago when I started the foundation, you know, I started the foundation because I learned the statistics of sexual violence in this country, sexual assault, domestic violence. And when I was doing research for the show, I just couldn't believe that everybody wasn't talking about it because of the statistics alone. It is an epidemic that happens everywhere. And I think that the signpost that I'm most excited about right now is the No More campaign. No More, which is my little symbol here. That together we can end sexual assault and domestic violence. And this is our beacon. And you know, for the first time in, I think, forever, the sexual assault and domestic violence, these two movements have come together. And I have to say, Meredith, I was so deeply moved by the way you spoke out and how touched I was and how brave I thought it was and how just helpful it is and life-changing it is to talk about it, and you never know.
Well, we have to share stories.
We have to share stories, and that's how
they're alone.
Right.
You know?
So I was very lucky. We started this campaign, and we just, I had the privilege directing this campaign called No More. And we had all these amazing actors and celebrities come forward and say, I want to be part of this. So it's all about the, you know, victim-blaming attitude. So if you ask me, where do I think we need to go? I think we need to change these attitudes of, well, you know, she's too smart to let that happen. What was she wearing? But he seems like such a nice guy. So where we need to go, we need to examine our own attitudes about these issues, our own attitudes of victim blaming, and instead of blaming the victim, say, why did he hit her?
Exactly.
No more. No more.
Thank you so much. And we will have much more with Mariska when we come back.
Olivia. Hi, baby.
Let's play.